It is finally here, everyone. The finale is here. Welcome, everyone, to the Breakout Racing League Tier 4 Brazil finale. I'm very excited for this race. I'm your host, once again, FedaCheese33, and joined by Dom the Noodle. Dom, it has been a long time since we've commentated together, but better late than never. How are you feeling today? You know, the track is it great for you? Any experiences you have with it?
I mean, I've only really got a couple of experiences with it. And in both instances, I done okay. I put it on the podium once, P3, just about, after penalties were taken into account. And in the other one, I think I placed lower down in like P7, P8. But I was in a mixed ability league, so you know there were in reference like tier 2, tier 3 drivers racing against, you know, myself and stuff like that. So it wasn't an easy one, that race, but the one I got the podium in, I felt pretty good. It's a technical track, not many overtaking opportunities. If you're looking at overtaking opportunities, you're looking anywhere from, you know, the final corner down into turn 1, anywhere from turn 3 to turn 4. And from 4, you can overtake into turn, like, 6, but you've got to be careful. And then after that, it really is, you know, back to the start, back in and big power bomb into turn 1 again. So, you know, there's not many overtaking opportunities, so you're going to have to put it really well on qualifying and just, you know, hope that you can get a decent start and keep your position.
Yeah, of course. Like I said again, finale. It has been a great season for all the tiers of this Breakout Racing League. I have a feeling this race will be no different compared to every other finale. This is a fourth out of 6 equal tiers and fourth out of like 9, including realistic, F2, and ACC. ACC having a different calendar than us, but overall, its main focus is really this game. This game also, we've talked about in recent broadcasts, is, you know, going to the end of its journey. It has been a very hard road with many glitches, but it's a good ending, I think, for this season, this track. Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned it was the finale. And whilst, you know, it would have been nice to see a title decider happen here, was tier 3, sorry. You know, Broken Reptile wrapped it up last week. He's now 59 points ahead of Mitchie. However, Mitchie can still lose his position to Whiffy, Limit, and if
Yeah.
mistaken, Whiffy's not here tonight either.
Yeah, if you have, but and race win the last 2 races. Look for another one and challenge for that second position. He did join late as of this season. I think it was Hungary. So it's been a great season for him and a lot of drivers. And oh my God, I keep talking about this, but it's such a good way to end off the season. We have 12 drivers already setting a time. Lap times expected of around 106s to around 108s. I expect for these drivers, if we get someone into the 106s, that will be incredible. But some around, let's see, well, new people to talk about. Some people from tier 5 moving up to tier 4 for this final race. BRL does this, you know, to the top 3 of the championship. They let the top 3 of the bottom tier move up 1 to race for the final season, unless there is a championship decider like tier 3. Now, tweaking Tweaking is one of those 3 people, Marlon, and Money, and him in Tier 5, who were very, very dominant in Tier 5, and they are Tier 3, maybe even Tier 2 pace, so Tweaking, I'm expecting him to be in the front row. He's going to make his one and only debut in this Tier 4 this season. I'm not sure about the future, but right now he's being very, very impressive in that Red Bull seat. Let's see who else. Broken Reptile. Broken Reptile is racing. Okay. I think it. Oh yeah, and Redeemer. Redeemer, the McLaren teammate to Marlon. They have won. Sorry. Have they won? No, they have. No, no.
I believe they have, actually. If I'm not mistaken.
No, they haven't. Sorry. They were the constructors runner-up to Ferrari. He had I think P4, P5 last race in Mexico in Tier 5, so he's also someone to look out for in this race. He and Tweaking are the only 2 people to look out for who have moved up, Noodle.
Yeah, and also a special mention to another Tier 6 driver that's in here. Bald guy. Raced last week, raced the week before.
Yep.
No, raced last week, raced 2 weeks before that as well. Good driver. Gives me a run for my money every time we race. So, I mean, I'd expect him to be competing with, some if not all of these drivers. You mentioned Tweaking was coming up from Tier 5 as well, and to come up from Tier 5 to put it on pole, provisional pole, is quite impressive. If I do say so. Whilst there are some drivers, Reptile still yet to go out, and there are a few others that are yet to complete their lap. So Bald Guy, Titan, I say Bald Guy, but I mean Titan, Redeemer, another one, like you said, he's come up, but it'd be nice to see him and Bald Guy have a bit of a fight, and TS Signs, who came up mid to late season, and had a bit of a rough week last week, if I do say so. Him and his Ferrari teammate not getting along on track, and from what I can tell, not getting along in the paddock afterwards either.
Oh boy.
There was a lot of heated debate. Also, I have a bit of news from a reliable source. Would you rain at the end?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna guess that's not qualifying, because look at the sky. I haven't been told what rain, but I have been told that we are expecting rain.
Yeah, I'm assuming that is in the race. Mitchie sets it on provisional pole. Mitchie, this was my first ever race commentating for him. He won last season's Tier 4 Brazil race, and he set it up for pole. The second driver into the 6s, Chunky Snags, also looking very, very pacey. As he said in the chat, his time trial time is a 6.5. That is a legit Tier 2 pace, my friend.
It is,
but,
if
you
don't drop time on your official lap in race. So we're all really good in time trial. We'll all sit there for 4, 5, 6 hours in a go and just not move from our seat and just keep posting fast lap times. But you've got like that lap time that you will not beat, and then saying for instance, say you do manage to get it into the low 106s, you're not going to do that in qualifying. There are too many cars to think about. The track is always evolving, whereas in time trial it's quote unquote full evolution. You'd have to be crossing the line with a second left on the clock and have drivers be out on the whole circuit for the whole qualifying. So I mean, drop a few tenths off, and I'd say that's realistically where you're looking, and that does put in Tier 3, Tier 4. But yeah, no, it's going to be an interesting one tonight. I'd like to see some drivers make some bold moves. I'd like to see the Tier 5 drivers make a statement. Because after all, if we're being honest, they will be racing here next season. permitting that time trials put them here, because apparently the cars don't handle the same. Well, are similar, but different in a lot of ways. So it'll be interesting to see how they evolve with the car and so on and so forth.
Yeah, of course, Tweaking sets it on third position as of now. Mitchie still has his provisional pole time of 1:06.8. That is really, really competitive. Not a lot of cars out on laps right now. No Limit sets his purple sector 2, going through that final stretch, going through that kink of turn 15, having the DRS wide open. What can he set? Can he beat Mitchie's pole time of 1:06.8? No, he can't, but he sets a McLaren 2.317 dead.
Mercedes
also,
2-3.
we forgot to mention.
Mercedes are 25 points behind McLaren in the Constructors.
Yep.
If Reptile doesn't show up, when I say doesn't show up, I mean like the Reptile we know doesn't show up tonight, and it's, you know, he's off the pace and struggles, and you know, if Titan doesn't show up either, this could be the weekend we find, you know, Mercedes take the Constructors after what, 17 rounds of non-stop racing.
Yeah. Yeah,
It'll
Mr.
be an
Titan
impressive
says
feat.
it. Mr. Titan sets a 1:07.3. These times are very competitive now that I look at them. Oh, geez. Like, let's see how many people are in the 7s. 13th, 3rd through 13th are in the 7s. That is absolutely insane. I'm sure there's a lot of room for improvement for these drivers right now. It is 18 driver grid. I think that is the most out of the whole season in this tier. It's so insane. Everything's just building up, you know. The Drivers' Championship is secured by Broken Reptile. He's the current driver to not set a time yet. He is on a lap right now, though.
On the oldest set of hards I've ever seen. Oh, actually, no, Ethan. Sorry, softs. Ethan, sorry, is also on 5-lap-old softs. So,
right, yeah.
I'd like to know what's going on there.
Yeah, maybe he knows something we don't, but there are 4 minutes remaining on this session. Let's see who can shave those final 3. So those final 10s. Yep, Clips goes 3rd position. That is great from him. 3rd driver to get into the 6s. Can we see more people do that today and this weekend? Chunky has invalidated. What about Reptile? Reptile is on a lap. What can he set? Gets a really, really good exit through that final turn. That kink in turn 15, 7th gear, going through 8th. Oh, never mind. Goes into the pits.
Tweaking is just about to start his outlap, so Tweaking is looking to improve on a fresh set of softs.
Oh yeah, Tweaking is definitely someone to look out for. Remember, he is one of those 3 tier 5 front runners that I've talked about. He is very, very quick. Definitely a driver with a lot of talent right here.
I have been told by my reliable source that it will most likely be Inters unless the heavens completely open up on them and, you know, Jeff's lying. As Jeff does.
It's not Brazil without, you know, at least one wet weather race. We didn't see that in realistic, though. We didn't see that in tier 3, I think, and I think for the first time we are going to see that in tier 4. Brazil is a very, very popular track when it comes to the rain. You know, 2008 with Lewis Hamilton winning that title with the godlike strategy with battling Timo Glock. But you know, this is virtual, but it's still kind of got, you know, those kind of simulations. I'm currently seeing Tweaking going on for his lap right now. As the track conditions are at its peak. Dom, would you like to commentate for these 2 sectors?
Yeah, not a problem. Down into turn 4, braking heavy for a split second. Turn 5, quite quick. Turns 6, 7, and turn 6 and 7 again. You know, comfort lift. Turn 8, hard on the brakes, down into 3rd. Down into 2nd, quick shift to 3rd. Hold 3rd around turn 9. Into turns 10 and well, I'd say into turn 10 again, down into second, quick shifting to third.
Oh, yeah, messes up that lap. That is a very,
Yeah.
very
I mean,
hard
had
place
he
to
have
get
gone
traction.
for it, had he have gone for it, I mean, you know, quick shifting up into third, then into fourth, would have been the optimal route.
Yeah.
I have found that with my practice round here recently. You know, quick shifting is very much required.
Yeah.
And you know, if Tweaking can master that around this track, he's going for another one. Lock up into turn 1.
Yeah.
Gear 4 for the apex of turn 2. Flat out for turn 3 into DRS.
It's huge
Braking
train
around
in the middle sector.
75.
Look at that.
Oh, that's a train if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, definitely. I want to see any drivers if they're on for to complete their laps. Is Mitchie going to complete one? Yeah, Mitchie. No, Mitchie is crossing the line. Is that Watto? Yeah, Watto. No, Watto.
Tweaking hasn't backed
Oh
out, so I'm guessing he's up on his time. Found traction out of the corner that he slipped it out of last time. He's actually up on his time. Purple sector 2. No.
Yep, no limit. What can he do? Goes second with a little bit of slipstream from that car going into the pits. Fourth driver to get into the sixes. Now,
Tweaking is backwards.
Chunky. Oh, Tweaking. That's
Too much
that's not good.
into the fast left-hander after the penultimate turn. The last turn.
Yeah, Yeet-Doggo, what can he do? Can he get into the top 10? No, he can't. Goes up into 15th, but not into the top 10. Racing Point goes into the pits. Is that a McLaren on a lap? That's Mr. Titan. I can't scroll up to the spectator menu. What can Titan do? Goes 5th. What about his McLaren teammate? The next one to cross the line. He's going all around the left inside, bumps the wall a bit. Goes 182. That is not good. If he's looking to gain some more points on.
I see what you're doing.
What is he doing?
Ethan's giving his teammate a toe.
That is very, very smart from him. Oh, I think he went a bit slow. He's gonna. Actually, no. I think he's in a very, very good position here. That's very perfect. What can Fluky get? Can he get into the top 10? Yes, he can. Barely into the top 10. 107.5. What about No Limit? Sorry, no, that's Chunky, who's already in AI. I think that is our qualifying order done. That was very, very overwhelming. 18 drivers is certainly
into the
someone.
106 in the end as well.
Yeah, it's very overwhelming when you have 18 drivers, and it's been a long time since we had this good of an attendance. But here we are, Mitchie, his third pole of the season, and definitely in his favorite track, No Limit. Second place. He's definitely a very, very good qualifier in this tier. If he can hook it up in the races like he's done the past two, he can certainly do well. Chunky Snags in third position. Definitely a really good position for Mercedes if they want to challenge McLaren for the constructors. Noodle, by the calculations right now, would Mercedes pull the gap to overtake them in the standings?
If the race was to start and then instantly get stopped, Mercedes would more than likely, by the looks of it, more than likely overtake.
Okay. Yeah.
Trying to figure out numbers. By the looks of it,
second
yes.
place, you gain 18 points. Yeah, second place is 18 points. Third is 15 points. So 18 plus 15, bear with me, 33 points. Minus 10 from Tyne, who started 5th.
23 points.
23. That's
No,
not going to close
enough.
it. That is
It's
not going
enough.
to close
They need
it.
a win, or Titan has to drop a position.
Yeah. Oh.
And they're
They're going to have to make up a lot of works.
And they have to hope that Reptile doesn't get into the points-winning area.
Oh, I think what Tyne did was just did that on purpose.
There's a McLaren
102
master
on the
plan going on
mediums.
here.
I think so as well. I mean, Reptile's probably telling himself, I've won this championship. Might as well start from the back, see what I can do on the mediums, and
Do you know what? I think I should.
First.
I think think I should this week start from the back, not even qualify,
Oh
just
boy.
go out, lock in my setup and come back in.
I would, but I would spin.
Spinella. What car do you drive?
Uh, well, Racing Point, which is
Ooh, not the master spinner of the
you can
Ferrari.
you can kind of see it. I mean, Vettel, kind of Vettel's in Aston Martin, and Aston Martin's Racing Point, and Vettel was spinning. Nah, it's too
Vettel's doing
complicated.
alright, to be fair.
Yeah, Vettel is doing
alright.
very good. Yeah, he's doing better than Lance Stroll for sure.
It's not hard when you know the only reason that the boy is in the sport is because daddy paid for him to be there.
Oh boy, that's some controversial opinions there, but yeah,
If we're being
everyone's
honest.
everyone's just waiting, getting their last tweaks to their setups, their front wings, their fuels, their
Bro, I gotta go grab
strategies.
myself another glass of milk. I will be
Oh,
right back.
okay, I got you. That's fine. While Dom gets his glass of milk, we have not talked about strategy at all yet. Now, softs, believe it or not, the game actually lies to you. Softs can go very, very long. I think up to lap 17, lap 18. That is when they're dead. Definitely. 17, 18, that's when they're definitely dead. It's a very easy soft medium here. If you go soft hard, you are going to be lacking pace a lot because of the hards. The hards are not as good as the mediums. The mediums are very good race tire in my opinion. That's totally not being based. But with some people being on the medium, some people
Bro, I've got
being
milk.
on the softs. All right, cool. As we see now, with the strategies, everyone outside the top 10 except for Ethan are on mediums or hards. Ethan has a very, very good trend of just starting on the soft. Just he can stretch them out even further than the people in the top 10. See Groggy, Redeemer, and Frizy. Groggy, Redeemer, and Frizy all opting to go long for the hards.
Yeah, I'm not quite
That's-
sure what the setup is
Yeah.
what the plan is around here. I mean, I can't remember what
Yeah, I was talking
happened in
to-
tier 3 because I joined the stream late to watch because
Mhm.
I've got a torn ligament in my knee and my pain meds put me to sleep. That's the long story short. So I woke up like halfway through the race, so I don't know if they started soft, went medium, and then went soft again, or if they took mediums for 16 laps, jumped onto the soft, well, more like 20 laps, jumped on the softs,
Yeah.
and then had a safety car.
Yeah, I'm like the expert at this track. I know every single freaking possible,
Alright.
single freaking possible.
What is the strategy around here then?
here? Well, I just told the viewers, lap 16 or lap 14 through 16, you pit for mediums to the end. Mediums, they go off at the the drop-off point at lap 19, but you can pit lap 19 to 20 for the soft. The undercut is definitely more beneficial than the overcut because for some odd reason, but it's just better. Maybe it's the pit exit that really just loses you time, but we'll have to see. Everyone's just lining up to the grid now, waiting for the lights to go out, and we will almost get ready to see the start of this Grand Prix, the finale once again.
Also, do you know what? I'd like to see Fluky do well this week, because he's had a lot of DNFs and a lot of DNSs, so that would be interesting.
It is lights out and away we go. Mitchie gets an incredible start aside from the two Mercedes going side by side there. And there's a standings glitch there. Chunky Snacks has the inside over the clips down the inside, goes wide a bit. Mitch gets a 5-second penalty. There's a yellow flag. There's a Racing Point off. That is, I don't know who that is, but there's a 5-car pileup there. That's certainly not Clips. No, that is Watto. Watto is out. And
there are a lot of drivers with damage.
Yeah, there's like 5 people going slowly there. I don't know what happened. Mitchie has got an incredible start compared to everyone else.
Mitch
though.
has damage, but everyone else.
Yeah, Mitch got a 5-second
Sainz has
penalty.
damage.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Mitch has no front
Groggy
wing.
might have damage. Groggy has damage.
Groggy on the hards, yeah. I think he's on the hards, so it's not like he's going to get affected. He could just slap on some mediums and just pit for softs.
It would be interesting to see what happens here, and I want to know. I'm actually going to open up the Discord to see who's shouting at who there.
Yeah, who will go into the pits though? Mitchie fakes No Limit. No Limit stays out. What about Clips? Yeah, it seems like everyone. The popular choice is to stay out. What up? No, Ron. Ron, the odd one out, goes into the pits very safe.
Groggy
I'm
is
assuming
in.
everyone else who does have front wing damage is going to go in the pits.
Frizzy's
Groggy. Oh, jeez. What happened to Mitch? Mitch crashed in the pit lane. Oh, no, that's not good.
That's not good for Racing Point's chances, if I'm not mistaken. Racing Point, not Racing Point, AlphaTauri, my bad. AlphaTauri are catchable by Red Bull tonight. Red Bull need to score 34 points to catch AlphaTauri.
34. It's a bit of a...
So like a win with like
say...
a P4.
Yeah, but with Mitchie being in the lead right now, very comfortable. I mean, you saw his start compared to everyone else. He's definitely going to be someone very hard to beat. No Limit is someone else. Very, very, very dedicated driver.
Sainz is slapped on a set of hards.
Those cannot go to the end for sure. I think lap 5.
Yeah, I can see as to why you think that they wouldn't. But I mean, we're on the safety car for a while.
Mhm.
You know, they're fresh on at the end of lap 1 going into lap 2. You know, if there's another safety car, like mid-race, or just before when like the mediums would go to the end, or just before the softs would go to the end, I can't see why you jump into the pits if the possibility of, you know, 2 safety cars on the hards could take you to the end. You could jump a fair set of positions.
Yeah, Ron in the tier 4 chat saying, sorry, a Racing Point hit me, and I'm assuming that Racing Point is Wado, the one who retired. Thankfully, Tyne does not have any front wing damage. Broken Reptile is all the way up into P11. Look at that, Dom. He is capitalized from everyone crashing into each other, and he's almost into the podium positions. Sorry, podium points.
Yeah, Frizzy has made a good jump here, up 6 positions. Ethan up 5.
Yeah, let's look at that. Who are our biggest winners and losers here? You see Mitchie and No Limit, of course, staying here. Clips gains that from Chunky Snags. Fluky up 3 positions. Ethan 5. 2 Alfa Romeos doing extremely great. Redeemer up 4, Reptile 4, Frizzy 6 I think is our best winner, and we are about to go green for racing. What will Mitchie do? We've seen Max Verstappen in 2018 going out right at the line to not gain an advantage, to not give his rivals an advantage, because it is a very long road down into turn 1. Looks like Mitchie is doing exactly that. Safety car is now into the pits. Mitchie's going 60 miles per hour, holding up the pack. He's going, using the overtake. Yep, No Limit right behind him. Clips right behind him as well. Chunky Snags defending from Titan there. And there is a very big train in the back. Let's see who's scrapping 4 positions. There's someone goes into the grass. That's tweaking off in turn 1 to 2. Oh, he has spun. There's another pileup. Another pileup. There's a Red Bull Ferrari involved. Rod Swanson battling Frizzy there as well. That is the Red Bull of Tweaking and Redeemer, and the Williams of Redeemer caught out by that safety car restart, which is very unfortunate. Does Groggy have damage? Groggy has damage again. Ron Swanson also has damage. The 2 people who pit have damage as well. Frizzy also has damage. So Sainz also has damage. Oh, jeez. Reptile is now into the points positions.
This has not been the greatest level of racing I've seen.
Oh yeah, not really. Turns 2 and 3 are very hard to go side by side on. You can see, but other than that, you can see No Limit starting to gain on Mitchie. Has that slipstream to his advantage. Clips is not far behind him. Sets the fastest lap of the race so far. 1:10 and
TS
1.
Signs having to come back in again.
Yeah, he had front wing damage.
Frizy
from
damage. That is, it's unfortunate. A set of softs
my
should
spectator
go on
menu
here
works now. Yeah.
for
Yeah,
both
yeah,
drivers.
It is. It's not ideal having to spit now 2 times already. You're gonna have to
Frizy
pit
goes
at least.
mediums. Frizy probably could have gone with hards from here.
Yeah, Frizy lap 5. I think you can do that. It's gonna be hard, for sure. So far it's just a little train of just people on the mediums. Oh yeah, I forgot. There we are. Groggy's your highest hard runner.
Yeah, Groggy the highest hards runner. Reptile now into the points winning position. Bald guy, P8. Titan, I believe, is holding position. Titan holding position.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of little scraps going on. You see Chunky, Titan, and Fluky battling it out as well. I think that's the closest gap in the circuit right now. Ooh, Titan getting a little bit wiggly there, using all of his overtake to try and catch up to him.
So, that restart, okay, it was a good restart. Had he have gone later, could it have been avoided? Probably not. I think if he'd have gone on the line, the issue still would have been the same of cars piling up.
Yeah.
Had he have
Everyone
gone
was
earlier,
still bunched up.
if he'd have gone earlier, I think it could have been avoided. Cars would have been in a train, they'd have single filed out. Going into turn 1, you might have seen the odd dive bomb, but it wouldn't have been like a complete restart. Because the way it looked from the back of the grid was a complete grid restart.
Yeah, it really did. Everyone's just like side by side.
Almost felt like last weekend's Baku race all over again.
Yeah, that safety car. Sorry, that grid restart. Ooh, Titan goes off of the track there. He's really struggling through that corner. Now almost under 50% ERS compared to Chunky. Chunky also has 50, and Fluky has 40%. Everyone's really spread out now, considering it's only 16 drivers in the running right now.
TS Signs fastest lap.
Let's go into the 9s.
Into the 9s, which is about 3 seconds off full quali pace, 1 second off his quali pace. If I'm not mistaken, he posted a 2:08. He also recently switched to wheel, so first couple of weeks benefit of the doubt on wheel. You know what it's like switching.
Yeah.
You lose a bit of time to gain some time.
Yeah.
I popped my wheel away because I needed a little bit of a break, and I knew I'd continue to play.
Oh,
even
that's
with...
No Limit. No Limit already passed Mitchie for the provisional lead right now. Mitchie's definitely not going to. Yeah, that really did. I didn't see the position switch.
No,
from that.
Looks to be a lobby issue. Apparently, Mitchie is still 17 thousandths of a second behind Limit, but I'd say that's a good 2-3 gap.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that I missed that, but I'm still glad he's still, right up his gearbox, pressuring him down to the wire. Fluky is doing the same to Titan here. Battle for 5th, going through turn 8. This is a very tricky sector to get it right. All the elevation changes, and turn 10 here, which is banked.
A few more drivers have come into the pits by the looks of it. Ron Swanson looks to have come in recently. Yeet Doggo the same. No, I do have a a glitch with my timing screen. Like if I go
I'm
into
good now,
leader,
but
if I
yeah.
go in like gap to leader, it is fixed.
Mhm.
Apart from like 1 or 2 drivers.
Yeah.
Sorry, the top
Tweaking
9,
and
top
Redeemer.
10.
Both tier 5 drivers. Tweaking is using that DRS to his advantage. Will Redeemer go? Redeemer's pulling off to the right. Tweaking is going to overtake him, outbrake him into turn 1 with the 2 compound fresher tires compared to Redeemer. Oh, he goes very wide. Oh, that's my bad. Tweaking still pressuring him though, has the DRS, not using the overtake. I don't think he's going to fight back for this a lot. Tweaking pulls off to the left. Redeemer outbreaks him. Tweaking still on the inside. Redeemer goes wide, and Tweaking keeps the position for P11 on those 8-lap old softs.
For now. For now, remember Tweaking has to come in soon.
Yeah.
In about, what, 6-7 laps? Maybe? Something like that? You know, so Redeemer will jump quite high.
Yeah, 2 compound difference is the tires between them two. Is the difference between those tires. Now, here comes Mitchie on No Limit there. Oh, a lot of contact between the two. That unsettles Mitchie. No Limit has the better traction, and you can see clips into the DRS range of Mitchie now in the mix already. Yeah, I saw that contact between them both.
Titan closing the
It's
gap to
getting
Snags.
spicy.
Now within the 4/10 range. Bald Guy closing in on Ethan. Reptile
Yeah.
closing in on Bald Guy. To be fair, that is to be expected. Reptile is easily a tier 3 driver. He's shown it all season long. That he deserves to be up there with, you know, the likes of...
I don't think it's like the pace advantage that Reptile has over everyone. It's just the consistency. You know, he's delivered week in, week out.
A bit the same like me then. You know,
Yeah.
couple of podiums,
Sure.
but, you know, couple of decent P4s.
Yeah.
You know, they get you up there. Whilst, you know, other people are dropping points, crashing out, not starting, stuff like that. If you turn up every week and get a P4, you will still beat someone that doesn't turn up for 3 weeks in a row.
Pricey 3 seconds.
Old Guy looking to make the
Everyone's-
move on Ethan this lap, maybe. Closing in quite
Maybe.
quickly.
He does not have a lot of overtake compared to the people around him. Reptile 55 and Ethan 40, and what guy 9 and 10.
I was told by one Mr. BRL named Martin, never let it drop below 15.
Never a lot of drop. I would argue and say 20. I would argue and say 20. Redeemer, yellow flag.
I don't mind 15, because you can get it back up to 20 within like a hard braking zone.
Yeah.
By just hitting the brakes earlier and riding them out. But yeah, no, 15-20 is really where you want to be. Being down to, you know, he's regained some of it now. Oh, he's actually being attacked by Reptile too.
Yeah.
Really well defended though. Really well defended. Held the inside line, kept the apex of the corners to himself. Doesn't have DRS on Ethan this lap.
Also, Dom, you could see the clouds starting to come in.
You can.
Will we see some rain soon? This is going to get exciting.
Do you know what? I might have to put my heating on in my house because the clouds out there, the clouds in the game are making me feel chilly. Oh, I got goosebumps. Whew. Oh, it's dark.
Oh, it's
I
getting
forgot.
dark real quick.
The hards drivers, the hards runners, are geniuses.
I think you're right. I think you are right. The
Groggy, Redeemer
soft
can
runners-
both go to the inters. Anyone on softs has to go to the mediums
Yep.
to go, or onto another set of softs to go to the inters. The hards runners
Clips
might
on
be able to make a
Mitchie.
one-stop.
For second place, pretty easy move using the DRS to his advantage. Only 13% ERS though. Look at Fluky already in the pits. I'm assuming that's going to be for hards. Michi might come back at Clips, though, no, both of them with very, very low ERS.
Mediums.
This does help No Limit. Fluky does go in for mediums. I don't know. I think you're right. You are right, because at first I was like, you know, Groggy and like the people who did start on hards, I was like, I don't think that's the best of strategies, considering, you know, the fastest strategy is a
thick boy.
yeah.
She thick boy. Oh, they are dark. Oh.
Sooner or later, I'm assuming like maybe 10 more laps, maybe less, we're gonna get some rain, which is the exciting part. No Limit, already 2-second gap on Clips there. Clips is under pressure by Mitchie now. Mitchie's gonna use all his ERS, but I'm afraid he's going to be too far back to try and make a move and get the overspeed on Clips. Oh, he has
is he
all
doing
of it out.
Is Bald Guy gonna do it this lap?
There you go, Chunky
Guy
in the
round
pits
the
as well.
outside.
Yep, Bod Guy.
Can he
pulls
keep
off
it?
to the left.
He can. It's his, but is it his into turn 4? Is the question. It is very easy to defend this DRS straight.
Yep, he has almost no ERS though. Yeah, Ethan has the ERS advantage. Broken Reptile closing into them both as well. Ooh, Ethan pushes. Bod Guy racing. Almost out, getting his elbows out. Broken Reptile has 20% ERS. Not a lot of ERS to play with. He could save it in this middle sector. He has the tire. Oh, Bod Guy racing. Yeah, I was going to say he has the tire advantage to Ethan maybe going along.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, between turns 3 and 4, that DRS straight is very easy to defend. You just, you know, you let someone move up, start to move to your left, because, you know, they'll make an early overtaking opportunity. They'll never pull out late. Move to the left. They can't snap back to the
No
right.
Limit Clips in the pits.
Clips took 5 seconds speed in the pit lane too.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Clips I don't think has gone.
Oh!
I think he's gone
Go
one
on,
podium.
Bald Guy. Better traction out of the corners too. He could get Ethan into turn 4. Okay, so Ethan would want to be moving to the left to defend now, then moving back right for the braking zone, which is where I'm saying it's easier to defend because, oh no, Ethan, you can't be doing that much.
I mean, I just see cleared for racing right now. They're going side by side, going through. Ethan's gonna have the inside line, staying in front. Broken Reptile, all in his back though. Ethan goes wide outside the track a little bit, but stays in front of Bald Guy Racing.
He does. It's. I watched the tier 3 race before this, and there was an incident. Well, there was a part on the race where T.S. Leclerc and I think it was one of the Williams drivers, Roscoe, went into turn 4 side by side, continued to stay side by side through 5, into 6, and I had to turn my phone away.
Uh-oh. Yep, No Limit already
look.
passes Groggy Oregano on the 2 compound fresher tires. Or Groggy,
Guys, quick quits,
14
quick
lap
quits.
would-
Bald Guy is
cards.
on podium.
Oh, can stop the count. Chunky Snack sets the fastest lap, battling Ethan for position. Sorry, that's Fluky. He's gonna have the DRS for turn 4 here. Has the DRS using all of the overtake, both of them on less than 20% ERS. Chunky has the overspeed on Fluky. Fluky was a sitting duck there, really.
Yeah, Reptile
Chunky
made it
had the
past
straight
Bald
line
Guy
speed.
as well. Bald Guy just needs to remember that Reptile is the tier 4 champion. And
Oh,
he has
someone's
got
off.
that.
Signs.
Oh no. No. Oh, there's damage.
Ron and Tweaking both going at it as well. Both in less than 20% ERS. A lot of people using so much ERS right now, begging to try and take the position from each other. Mitchie's still not going into the pits. What is this? Lap 17 and he's still not into the pits. His softs are dead, surely. No limit. No, wait a second. No Limit is on softs. Dom, do you think that he could do soft inners?
Yes. Because if it's 15-15, right? if you can do the softs for 15 and then the softs for 15 again, and go on to the intermediates, you know, on lap 30, 6 laps worth of intermediates, you have used the well, at that point you don't need to use one of the other soft compounds because the wet weather overrides it. So, you know, soft is a very, very good strategy. In
Very
fact, I'm
smart.
surprised that a lot of the other soft runners haven't picked up on it.
Clips has as well. Clips is pressuring Groggy as well. Groggy are still on the hards. Groggy loves the hards. Mediums. Sorry, in Mexico he did opt for the soft hard, which unfortunately did not work out, but it may work out here. No limit on Broken Reptile, the Tier 4 champion, against his rival last race. Makes an easy pass on him. Oh yeah, Mitchie finally dips into the pits. Look how much time he lost against his rivals there.
And he's putting another set of softs on.
Yeah, I think he did the same. Oh, that's. I don't think that's. I don't know, man. He's chunky already. Was in 4th, I believe. So Mitchie would be provisional P5. Good.
Titan
Or
has to
his
come into the
chances to
pits. His tire is 17 laps old.
He can. He's on medium, so he can. I think he can still go for a couple more laps. Like 3.
Oh, is he? Oh, it's telling me he's on softs.
Oh my god, I saw that! Yeetdoggo and Ron Swanson. Yeetdoggo has crashed. I saw that in like the weirdest way possible. This allows Titan. Titan stays out. What about Reptile, his teammate? Nope. Oh, that's some illegal pit entry there from him. Bald Guy Racing also pulls into the pits. I don't think that was the best strategy for Titan there. He could have gotten an easy overcut on, let's say, Mitchie and his other rivals as Fluky.
We'll see. We will see.
This changes the strategy so much, though.
I would be very surprised if TS Science does not come into the pits. What did happen down in Turn 4?
Ron and Yeetdoggo, I think Yeetdoggo was in the inside for the exit, and they just had contact and collided. I'm glad I saw that, but I wasn't even spectating him. I was spectating.
Fluky's retired in the pits. No, he hasn't. He's hit the wall.
In the pits.
No.
Oh, that's.
He's hit the wall on the main part of the track. He's just stopped.
I'm so. Oh, the rain is coming. The rain is coming, and Redeemer. Look at Redeemer pitting for inners.
Bold move.
Oh,
That's coming
Dom.
down quick.
That's very bold. But with the safety car in hand, cars are going to be slower than ever, so he can save them. I think this is the perfect time. Honestly, I think that was the best time for Redeemer to pit. What will Titan do? Titan pulls into the pits. No Limit stays out. Clips stays out. Groggy obviously pulls into the pits because he was on hards for 17 laps. What was that, Noodle?
I was gonna say also, you know, you're looking at the Inters now, in which it looks like Titan's on them on. Yeah, Titan's on the Inters on too. So you're looking at the Inters. Well. It's raining behind the safety car. If this was normal racing conditions and the rain came down, I'd say you've still got 4 laps before the Inters have to go on, because 4 or 5 laps before the Inters have to go on, because cars are just naturally dispersing that water with the slicks. Like, they're not designed to, but they will.
Mm-hmm.
However, because you're behind the safety car depicts how you drive and how slow you drive. You are not driving at full pace. There are not cars constantly all over the track doing their thing.
Yeah.
So, we're looking at, you know, another lap or 2 maybe behind the safety car, bunching the cars up and allowing the track to get very, very wet very, very quickly.
Yeah, I think you're right about this one. Redeemer's closing into the main pack a lot. He's
In fact,
overcut.
Titan is provisional P1.
You're right. I mean, to not come in before the rainy conditions start. Before.
Yeah, before the track
before
is
the
too
rainy
wet.
conditions. Yeah, before the track is too wet. We see Clips going into the pits. He's going to lose a lot of time. Oh! Is that... Sorry, no, that was a false alarm. Clips does get another 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane, which is not ideal. He's going to have to serve his first one, which is also not ideal. You see the AlphaTauri of Mitchie pulling into the pits as well. Oh, man. Tyne has pulled this in the bag. Dumb, I think.
Yeah, and the fact
Tyne
that
is-
Reptile still hasn't gone in yet. Ethan should have gone in, Snag should have gone in, No Limit should definitely have gone in.
Yeah, No Limit. No Limit has had great pace to fight, but even if a safety car does come in this lap, I don't feel like he's gonna pull enough of a gap.
Oh, Ethan's off.
Is that Ethan? Oh, Citrico Ethan. Oh no, Citrico
And
Ethan.
that,
Oh, that's
Ethan, is
not.
what happens when you don't put intermediate tyres on a wet track.
Hopefully Chunky and No Limit are gonna have to double stack. Not good at all.
However, No Limit, the faster of the two Mercedes, is gonna benefit from it.
Yeah, Titan and Reptile. I don't know. Reptile, I think where the place he started, I think that's a good position where he's in, because I don't think it's intermediate conditions yet. Oh, what is that? Jaw drop. Dom, did you see that?
I didn't see anything. What happened?
Well, Chunky just hit the back of No Limit, and No Limit has spun and is now dropped a position.
I didn't
don't
see
know if
that. I
anyone's
was
going to
riding
pit,
on
though.
board a bit further back.
Oh, that's not good. That's Ron Swanson. Sorry, Sign's already getting past Clips, which is, I think that's illegal. But we see Redeemer and Mitchie going side by side. Let's see how the Inders bear with the softs right now. You see No Limit. Oh, No Limit and Tyne and Chunky going at it. Both of them on the softs. Reptile is in the lead right now on the softs. No Limit on the softs as well. Chunky Snags on the mediums. And I think right now I think it's pretty much the same, really.
It's that weird
I don't think
crossover where
anyone-
they're both as fast as each other.
Yeah,
it will be
Tweaking and
very
Redeemer, the
soon.
two Tier 5 boys battling it out. You see Tweaking drift through turn 7 there. That was insane. Yeah, you can see everyone's rear lights flashing. I think it's about to be time. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It's that crossover point where I don't think the inners are just as good yet. Right now, Reptile and No Limit battling out for the lead. I don't think No Limit lost a lot of time from that incident with Chunky. Chunky does not have any front wing damage, thankfully. No Limit is going to use that overtake to try and overtake Reptile for the lead, not waste any time before the crossover point switches to the inters. No Limit does not have any DRS. What can he do? Nope, he does not make a move on Reptile.
Okay, the inters
Still
are faster.
very, very much behind him.
The inters are faster.
Ron
Titan made
Swanson
that
gets
move on
front wing
Chunky
damage.
look like child's play. He genuinely made it look like the Mercedes was overtaking the Haas this year.
McLaren masterclass right now. Yeah, Mercedes is... yeah, that Mercedes is not good. They're going to go 3 wide through turn 4. Almost 3 wide. Richie does have the inside. Overtakes him. Chunky's struggling
Ron
so
finally in
much
the
against
pits.
everyone. Yep, yeah, Ron was already in the pits. He got front wing damage, which was unfortunate. There's a really, really huge gap from No Limit, Reptile, and to Titan and the pack behind. That's Signs. I think he has front wing damage. He's putting up the pack. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. We'll go through that later.
Again, he's had such an unfortunate race. Sainz has had a very, very unfortunate race, and it's not anything he could have done to change it. You know, his turn 1 incident, he was caught in the pack. As Reptile's into the pits.
Yeah, both
Limit
of them.
into the
You
pits.
saw No Limit had a little wiggle out there. Oh, that's Chunky. Reset the track there. Yeah, DRS is now disenabled. Oh, sorry, yeah, because of the safety car. Both Reptile and No Limit go on the inners.
Chunky's into the pits, but it will not be a double stack because the team should be ready.
I don't know. Well, Mercedes is the first pit box, so it's not going to help them. DRS is now disabled, so that crossover point.
Him. Maybe
Yeah,
by about 3 or 4 tenths.
Oh, for Chunky. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, Ron, a 5-second penalty. Ron's not had a really great race. Both Ferraris have not had a great race. But I think even with the strategy difference between, you know, Reptile and No Limit staying out, I think they should have pitted earlier. They should have done the same strategy as Titan, where they pit before the safety during the safety car, so they gained that time. No, yeah, don't worry, it's fine. He's gonna pull to the side. Tyne is in a very, very comfortable lead. Can he get his first win for this race? Michi, oh really? Look at this, Dom. Michi is capitalized from everyone's mistakes. You know, No Limit's mistakes, Chunky's mistakes, and he's now up into 3rd position. Oh, you see that, Redeemer? Both of them had a little scrap there. There's a lot of front wing damage involved. Redeemer in the points position is not.
Oh no.
That's not good. That's not good.
A lot of front wing damage.
Yeah.
And the Williams
Groggy
team, which have been barely showing up this season, well, if their funds were low before, their funds are definitely low now.
Yeah. Dom, Hungary was
interesting.
your first race commentating with me. Remember, we saw Groggy take his first ever win in BRL. He's now into the podium positions, challenging for the win. He's around a second off of Titan. If he has that pace, do you think he could do it again? You know, it's rain, and we all know he's very good at the rain.
I'd like to see my first commentary gig with you have Groggy win, and my last commentary gig with you of the season have Groggy win.
Yeah.
That would be a round off. He's good. He's good in the wet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's just tweaking a Redeemer in the pits. Tweaking
Redeemer's
in the
retired.
pits. That's Redeemer. Yeah, it's sad. Now we have a little under. Yeah, only 11 runners remaining on the session. It's been a very chaotic race. A lot of self-inflicted crashes. A lot of chaos. Mr. Tyne in the wheel is gonna have to bear with the controller players, who arguably have that extra traction with them. Don,
We are
you
now
controller,
down
right?
to. I'm not controller. No, I am wheel.
Oh, really? I thought you were controller.
No, I am a wheel driver.
What wheel do you have?
G920.
Nice. Same.
It was budget. I needed a cheap one to set up.
Yeah, same. I was kind of desperate, you know, the TMX was out of stock, so
Yeah.
just get that.
The
Yeah.
Fanatec Elite, the Fanatec Elite and Club Sport stuff were all out of stock, so I was like, no.
Yeah.
Also, it's like $2,000 for a Fanatec setup. Like, I have a child. I don't have that money laying around.
Yep. Ruck and Reptile, the Tier 4 champion, pressuring Signs. The former Tier 5 driver. Gonna go, look at that space. And he makes up the move for P6 before even the corner braking point starts. Which is great. We're starting to see a huge gap between the top 4 drivers, with the closest being Michi and Clips. Clips has passed Michi once in this race. Can he do it again? You see No Limit on Signs as well. No Limit trying to catch up to Reptile. Reptile does not have that desperate 1-car gap between himself and No Limit. No Limit's going to try and push to pass Reptile once again. They were rivals in Mexico GP.
I couldn't tell you what happened in Mexico GP, mate. I was out in the middle of nowhere fighting Mitchie the whole race.
Yeah, Mitchie's now fighting for P3. Where would you fight? I'm kidding.
P1, mate. I'd be right up there. You know, if I've got Titan's
Oh, yeah.
pace, just copy Titan for the race. It's fine.
You've got that wheel traction, you know.
Yeah.
See Mitchie letting Clips go for the podium position. That's really sketchy for Mitchie. I think Mitchie knows that Clips does have that kind of pace advantage. Let's see
I'll
how
race
this
tier 1
plays
this
out.
week,
Oh boy.
yeah? I'll race tier 1 with assists.
With assists.
Yes. They will allow me. They probably won't. In fact, they won't let me anywhere near tier 1.
They wouldn't let me either. No limit pressure.
You also
Broken
slow, fella.
Reptile for that 6th place. Huh?
Nothing?
I know I'm slow, man. Come on, don't do me like that.
What tier are you? 2?
2, yeah.
Ooh, you got some good, strong drivers coming up this season.
Next season.
The end of the season.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, you got some
Reptile's
strong
being
drivers coming up.
insanely pressured by No Limit. Reptile in the wheel and No Limit in the controller. Look how much Reptile's struggling. He's just not hitting any apex right now. No Limit's on his gearbox here. You can see the mini-map though, Grocky's starting to close up ever so slightly to Titan.
Ever so slightly. 2 laps ago, there was 1.4 seconds between them. This lap, 7/10.
Yep. Titan makes the move on on Reptile for P6 in this little straight here. He overtook him before
No
that
Limit makes the
exit
move on
even
No Reptile.
ended. Yeah, No Limit makes the move on No Reptile. Me and my shenanigans, you know.
No Limit makes the move on No EQL. Oh, I'm clipping that one post race.
Oh no, please don't.
Oh, I'm clipping that one post race.
I have more mistakes that I really don't like. I tend to stutter a lot during commentary, just the pressure, you know. 27 viewers right now, just waiting to criticize me.
27 viewers, all watching you tell us that No Limit had passed No Reptile.
Definitely. And you making fun of me for it.
Oh, 100%. And I'm here all night long, baby.
What time is it? Like 5 for you?
4:06.
Oh, Mitchie gets a 3-second. He is the 6th, 7th driver to do so. It's getting a bit
Fastest lap
quiet
still
now.
sits with No Limit, a 1:08.7. That was posted many laps ago.
Beaten. For sure, yeah, that's not getting beaten. For sure.
Clips is going to drop a fair distance, and if Bald Guy can close 3/10, no, Bald Guy would have to close up a considerable amount actually. Bald Guy would have to close up almost 12, 13 seconds.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm making calculations. Oh, yeah, about 6 seconds to get in the 8-second penalty of Clips.
Okay, yeah, so he's got a bit of work to do, and he has that pressure from Chunky and Reptile.
Tweaking's
Sorry,
gonna
No
jump
Limit
Frizy.
and Reptile. Tweaking on Frizy, what do you mean?
Well, Tweaking's gonna jump Frizy. Frizy's got
Oh, right,
15
penalties
seconds
wise, yeah.
penalties.
Yeah, Frizy has a really big problem with penalties, with the consistency, but hopefully he manages for next game. The closest battle on track right now, it is Clips against Groggy there. He is pressuring him a lot. I was going to say it was going to be Frizy and Sainz, but then I saw Clips starting to gain him. I was like, oh, wow.
Talking about Frizy
So
and
now
Sainz, who's gonna get traction first?
Oh. Both very different lines to turns 2 and 3.
all of the drivers are afraid to use their ERS.
Groggy's starting to lose some bit of time to Titan with the penalty as well. Brazil isn't really a big place for warnings except the first sector, and that's really about it. Clips is still pressuring Groggy, using all of his overtake to try and gain that advantage. Look at the different lines between them both. Oh, Groggy had a little bit of oversteer, but blocks Clips. Clips might overtake him here. Does not have the DRS to do so. No limit, gets past Bod Guy. Bod Guy tries to handle it. Nope, pulls out up at the turn 2. And No Limit has a car separated from Reptile, which Reptile does not need. Reptile is just vibing, to be honest. I mean, he's got the championship in the bag. What does he need?
He's just playing with people.
Yeah.
And Sainz still not using ERS. In fact, Frizy, that's a dive bomb, man. Come on, my G. Let's be real.
Bit aggressive, but it was fair nonetheless. It was a bit of contact.
He's picked
Another
up the 3
penalty for
second.
Frizy. It's not good. Oh, Sainz goes for the dive bomb. That is very aggressive. He does not have any front. Sorry, he does not have an end plate. Still going side by side through turn 9. Still keeping his nose in. Goes Sainz. Oh, they're going contact so much. Still millimeters apart. Sainz does have the advantage. Look how much contact they're making through that second sector. He does get ahead. Now it's going to get very, very heated now. Sainz. Oh, very close indeed. Oh, that's sorry, Frizy, but that was. Oh, that's okay. That's definitely going to be looked by that stewards. That was very, very aggressive from both drivers.
Go down from
very
turn
aggressive.
4. I watched that whole incident go down from turn 4 all the way to the last turn.
Oh.
Frizy calls the safety car.
Is that on purpose? Just awkward silence. I just saw it. I have no idea.
Did you see it?
I saw it, of course. I saw it, but not from his onboard camera. I don't know if he did it on purpose or not. Well, safety.
Everyone
okay,
is
hold
now
on.
scoring points. So, remember when you said at the start of this that 18 drivers is the most we've had in Tier 4 this season?
Yeah.
We're now down to 10, which is our average for start. Well, which is just under average for our start.
Yeah. 8 retirements. It's not been the cleanest of races for sure, but 3 laps remaining. I expected the safety car to stay out. I don't know, man. Very sketchy. I mean, even with that incident with Frizy, the Codys should not have pulled out the safety car. I mean, there's 3 laps remaining, guys. We're gonna have 1 lap of racing. That's a bit late, isn't it?
Better late than never. I mean, they red flagged Baku with 2 laps to go. And then restarted it. Everyone is now scoring points.
Yeah.
In fact, this is going to be hell. Reptile, podium. Snags, podium.
Right. You're right. Yeah. I think the people with no penalties do have the advantage here with 1 lap of racing. They just got to keep it clean and, you know, when they are going for a move, because 1 wrong move and you lose 4 positions.
Oh, so
everyone's going to be...
And Sainz is even back around under the safety
I mean,
car.
I said this. It's too late, you know. It's too late for the safety car to do 1 more lap. Look how slow Titan is going to try and bunch up the pack. There's only about 8 cars there in that pack, maybe 7 cars. We're gonna have a 7-car scrap for the lead here, which is going to be insane. When will Titan go? Yep, he goes now. Where will everyone go? So far, it's a really good start. Mitchie is on Groggy for the final podium position. Groggy goes wide. Will No Limit capitalize? 3 wide through turn 1. Oh! Groggy goes a bit loose. Mitchie's still battling with him. No Limit still in the mix as well. Both of them using all of their overtake to try and gain that advantage. Mitchie with the inside. Makes the move done. No Limit. No Limit capitalizes on Groggy's defeat. And that goes 2 positions down for Groggy. He's not going to give up, though. Nope, never mind. He's pulled out. That's not good. For Groggy, of course.
He said he pulled out.
Oh, come on, Dom. We're
not professionals.
Oh.
We're not professionals. I'm drinking milk whilst watching an F1 race.
Oh, a bit hungover there, aren't you kidding?
Medication, mate. Medication.
Yep. Look how close everyone is. Clips is going to win this one on track if he keeps it still, but Titan has to hold on. He's under pressure by Mitchie now. Look at No Limit on Mitchie, though. Look at the slipstream he has against him. A bit of contact through the straight. He's going to go around the outside. Who will break first? Mitchie on the inside. No Limit on the outside. Oh, he squeezes him, but makes the move done. Up into P3. That is a very great comeback for No Limit, but the penalty is definitely going to hurt him for those positions. Tweak gets a 3-second time penalty. Everyone's getting a bit spread out now. Let's look at penalties here. Clips 8 seconds, No Limit 3, Mitchie 3, Groggy 3, Bot Guy 3, Tweaking 6, and Science 3. So a lot of people do have 3 positions. So Reptile might get a podium. It's the last lap of the race here, folks. Everyone is similar on penalties except for Titan and Reptile. The 2 McLarens, can they make it a 1-2 here? I don't think that's going to be possible. I think it is, never mind. Clips has 8 seconds with the penalties. Yep. Clips going through the
overtaken by No Limit.
Second sector. Clips just needs to keep it clean. Yep.
Go on, Titan. Go on.
Clips, for the first time in BRL, is going to win his first ever race on track. But your race winner is going to be, for the first time, Titan. And where does Broken Reptile go? Goes third! Oh, No Limit beats him! No Limit, a 3rd consecutive podium in the Mercedes, but McLaren, very, very, very smooth, very calm through this whole race, through the whole season. Are your constructors, well-deserved constructors champions. Mr. Titan, season after Baku, really, where he was battling for the championship and just DNF'd because of a very unlucky incident that he had no control of, and it's a great way to end the season for Titan, really. And No Limit after that win taking away from him in Singapore, he wins and gets 2 consecutive podiums. That is I would be happy about that for No Limit. Driver of the day, definitely Broken Reptile, up into P3. McLaren double podium. I think it is the 5th McLaren double podium of this season, Tom. That was insane. Those final laps, they were very intense.
Yeah. Ever since the safety car came out and everyone went onto Inters. Hang on 2 seconds.
What was that?
Give me a moment.
Okay. Yeah, Chunky in the chat. What happened on the safety car? No Limit. You teleported behind me. I think
at some point during the race, TS Sainz's rear tire had gone.
Puncture?
Yeah.
That's not good. But no, Titan, after starting 5th in the grid, wins for the first time in BRL this season. No Limit, again, second. Reptile third. Mitchie, unfortunately, dropped down 3 positions up into fourth. I think this is the best he would have done. He struggled a lot in the rain. Bot Guy Racing in sixth. Really, really great. Really great position for him. Cliff 7th after that. 8 seconds worth of time penalties. Tweaking in his debut. 9th. Chunky 9th as well. And Signs in 10th. Now, everyone is here, so I'm going to go to the showroom and start with interviews. Welcome everyone. If you could include your audio, and we will just get ready for podium in a second.
What a race. Or to quote one Mr. TES Signs, oh,
Yeah.
what a day.
Getting a lot of pending incidents there for shooting.
Yeah, I need to have a look at those.
All
I wasn't
right,
part of any of those, so... For now.
Mr. Titan. Sorry, not Mr. Titan. Let's start off with Reptile. Titan, we'll get to you, of course,
Hello.
like we always do. Reptile, you get a podium after starting 15th. I was very. You were just, I would say vibing, just taking care of yourself while everyone just killing themselves in every corner. Talk us through your race, how, and talk us through, your whole season overall again. Is it a great way to finish off the season?
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry. First things first, well done to Titan on the win. And obviously us getting the Constructors title, which is good. So happy with that. I woke up this morning at 11:58 a.m., 2 minutes before race time. So I was a little bit blasé in qualifying. But I'd spoken to Titan during the weekend. We decided that I was going to do the medium strat so we don't double stack come the first round of pit stops and whatnot. But yeah, then just ran my own race, kept out of trouble, like you said. Was just being patient and just biding my time. And yeah, ended up third. But I think we'll get pushed to second because I believe Limit did reset the track. I'm not too sure. He might have lagged.
That was Chunky. Nah, it was Chunky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Either way, so yeah, congratulations to the podium anyway. Podium boys, and yeah, it's good season overall. Pretty happy. Be back next season, hopefully. Get another couple of good results.
Yep. Now, second place in the podium. No Limit. No Limit. It has been your third consecutive podium position, and yeah, it's been a bit tough with Singapore as well, because you lost that win, but finally you're starting to find some form. Better late than never, right?
Yeah, tough race. Tried my best. Decided to go all out last lap, and happy to get P2. Not really disappointed we didn't get the constructors, but we tried.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dom, I forgot to ask anything for No Limit.
I mean, good race. You had a few incidents. Teammates spun you.
Yeah.
How were you feeling knowing that you were starting on the softs, pretty high up? Then when your teammates spun you under the safety car for the wets, like, what was your plan?
To be honest, when he spun me, I was pretty upset. But, I just kind of kept my cool. Decided to just see what I could do on first off, so decided to take those as long as I could. Went on inters, and yeah, was lacking on pace a couple of laps during the rain, and started to gain some pace. And yeah, safety car popped up, and yeah.
What happened with the spin with Chunky?
Oh, I don't really know.
I'm not gonna,
He said it was lag.
shit. Yeah, I did see you lagging quite a bit at
That's
one
the thing.
stage. And then yeah,
I
you
was
sort of
probably
went
lagging.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Mitchie, when he was in front of me doing the first lap safety car, it was like glitchy too. It was just like
The lobby did feel a bit weird, I
sliding.
must admit.
Yeah, it was weird, but yeah.
I mean, 18 drivers. It's like I don't think Titans and Wi-Fi is used to that. 18 drivers for the final race.
18 drivers. Titan's internet was having a heart attack.
Oh, if you watch Realistic, you'll know how much my Wi-Fi loves 20+ people.
Oh, definitely.
Oh.
Is next
Alright,
season going to be on 2021?
Yeah, for
Most
sure.
likely,
Yeah. This season has come to an end on this game. And finally, but definitely not least, Tyne, I think this is your first ever win of the season after a very rough.
Second. Do not take Xanavort away from me. Do not take Xanavort away from me.
Xanavort. It's because I keep thinking Ron wins that, but he crashed out because he crashed out.
He died.
Yeah, exactly. Tyne, I mean, it's been a very rough season with you being unlucky in some sorts. Talking about Baku, but it's a great way
being unlucky.
to.
That's being murdered.
Yeah, it's not
Very
been
murdered.
great, but it's a great way to round off the season, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Especially coming into this race thinking that I had no pace whatsoever. It's great to see that my fellow McLaren driver and Broken Reptile's up here, and we're basically giving two big middle fingers to Mercedes, saying, "We win this." And word I can't say now. But yeah, great race.
Many different words you can't say.
Yeah, words I can't say, or I will be banned, or I will get probably muted by Carl again. But yeah.
Oh.
God damn it, Carl.
Yeah, Carl mutes me all the time. But yeah,
I'm a steward, so I don't have that problem.
yeah, you're lucky. But no, yeah, and also going 18 laps on softs was just basically waiting and praying for the rain to come faster. And luckily, the two safety cars allowed me to go straight from the first lap softs to inners. So yeah, pretty much this race is a prayer for me from start to finish.
Yeah.
Cream
All
of
right,
those
that
rocks
will
to the top,
be
mate.
everyone. That will be everything from me and Dom. It has been.
Well, it's
it
not
was a
quite
very, very.
everything from me, Mr. Fetter.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Pre-assuming.
You go.
Good
Yeah.
God,
Oh.
child.
Sorry about
No,
that.
congratulations, guys. Congratulations to the whole of here for what a season it's been. I came in around Hungary. It's been a pleasure to commentate on you all. It was a pleasure to race with you all last week as well. Even though my 5th place was stripped from me, which me and Titan had already spoken about, but still,
Bad boy.
it was a pleasure racing with you all. Pleasure commentating on you all, and it was a pleasure commentating with you, Fetter. On to other seasons to come. Okay, now you may
Alright.
go, Fetter.
Now I may go. All right. Oh yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. Tomorrow we will have Tier 2 and Tier 1. And Monday we will have Tier 5 and Tier 6 to round off the season. It was a very good season, I may add. Thank you everyone.